Hello everyone, welcome back to another one of John's never-ending list of random things to do. For today's video, I will be working on a 2019 Honda Civic Hatchback Sport. For this video, I will show you what to check in case if your radio isn't working, as well as your cigarette lighter. So with that being said, let's get started. If your radio isn't working, but your cigarette lighter still is working, you'll want to come to this fuse box underneath the hood right here, and you'll want to remove this lid. You'll find the radio fuse is located right here. So if you look inside the fuse box, it's this 15 amp fuse right here. Now you'll want to take out your fuse pulling tool and remove the bad 15 amp fuse. Now my fuse is still good, but I would be pulling it out for demonstration purposes. Now with my 15 amp fuse removed, it'll be just like having a blown fuse. So if the car turned on, you'll notice that the radio does not turn on anymore. In case if you think I just shut it off, I'll press the power button a few times just to make sure it's not just turned off. And as you can see, it's not even turning on anymore. But as you can see, my accessories are still working. This camera is connected to the cigarette lighter. So if you have this symptom where the radio doesn't turn on, but your cigarette lighter still works, you'll want to come to this front fuse box right here and replace this 15 amp fuse. I'll just go ahead and place my 15 amp fuse back in here, and we'll do another test. So turning the car on, you'll notice that the radio turns on immediately. And look, the cigarette lighter that powers this camera is still working. So you'll want to replace the radio fuse only if the radio isn't working, but the cigarette lighter still is. Now let's look at another scenario where the radio and the cigarette lighter is not working at the same time. You'll have to locate the fuse box located at the driver's side kick panel. Here are all the labels, and you want to look for the 10 amp fuse labeled as accessories. Now your next question is, where are all the fuses? If you just look up, you'll notice that all of them are up here, and the 10 amp accessories fuse is located right here. So using your fuse pulling tool, you want to remove this 10 amp fuse and replace it. For demonstration purposes, I will be pulling out my fuse to represent a blown fuse. And with this removed, let's go ahead and give it a test. So turning the car on, you'll notice that the radio is not turned on anymore, as well as the cigarette lighter that powers this camera. I'll go ahead and reinsert this 10 amp fuse, as if to replace the blown fuse. And turning the car back on, you'll notice that the radio turns on immediately, as well as the cigarette lighter that powers this camera. So if at any time your radio, or the radio and the cigarette lighter aren't working, you'll know what to check. Once you're done using your fuse pulling tool, you'll want to put it away or put it somewhere safe. I remember holding it at one point, and then next it disappeared. So I made a trip to Honda and ordered another one. If you lost yours and you need one, this is the part number you're looking for. Now slide the tool back into its holder and recap this fuse box. And that's all there is to it. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did and you liked it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed yet, maybe even consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys for the next random project.